Hey everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about one of the integrations between Jira and Slack. So I'll jump right into it. Today we're going to be walking through the environment as James. He's a senior developer. You can see his status. He's the captain of the help support development channel today. That'll make more sense in just a second. So where we're starting is this help channel. So help channels are a concept that a lot of Slack customers use to kind of create an informal place to go to request help from a team. There's a convention around using this help channel. It's actually detailed here in the topic of the channel, and it instructs people to use emojis to indicate the urgency of their question. So kind of using emojis in a functional sense. So red for very urgent, blue for medium urgency, white for not urgent at all. And then the folks who are triaging this channel, in this case, the developers who are taking questions from folks on the support team, will let you know that they're looking at your question by putting eyes on it. And then when they've completed your request, they put a check mark on it to let everyone in the channel know, hey, this has been completed. So help channels are super helpful, of course, because besides being a place to go to get help from a particular team, it also kind of builds up a repository of frequently asked questions related to that team so that folks can then kind of self-serve that information through searching the channel rather than asking redundant questions to folks through email that other folks might not have visibility into. So I can see here that an urgent request has come through when my colleague Paige was the captain of this channel the other day. And my colleague Anthony said, hey, Paige, my customer is seeing a bug with the calculating port project update we rolled out last week. They're unable to test it. So can anyone support? Paige let him know she's taking a look at this by putting eyes on it, and then responded to him in thread and said she's going to submit a ticket for this in Jira. And I also let him know he can follow along the status of this issue in the project channel related to that particular initiative. So hopping into what Paige would have done to submit that ticket, just for your insight, I'm going to go to the three dots next to this message. This allows me to take message actions, and I'm going to create a Jira issue directly from Slack. What I'm using to do this is an integration built by a third-party developer that connects Jira and Slack. However, we do also have direct Jira and Slack integrations. So I'm going to go ahead and select the project calculating port that this is associated with. I'm going to select that this is a bug that I would like to submit, and it's going to allow me to put in additional information. So these fields that you're seeing here are mapped to the way my project is configured in Jira. So if your project is configured in a different way, it will align to the fields that you have mapped in. But I'm not going to add any additional information. There's a good amount of information here, so I'm just going to go ahead and click next, and it will allow me to create that new Jira issue. So this has been sent to Jira, gives me a little confirmation. And then I also have some options here. I can add a comment, I can transition the ticket, I can assign it to another person in my Jira instance. So there's a lot of flexibility between the two systems that allows me to update these tickets. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. The project calculating port channel is actually aligned to that project in Jira. So I'm going to jump in there and find that that ticket has also been piped into this channel, which relates to the team that's been working on that project all along. So if I click out to my ticket, it will take me into Jira, and I can see my ticket has been submitted from Slack. So this team now has insight into a new bug coming in. They've already been working on some of this project, so they use Slack in partnership with Jira to kind of fill the gaps in that happen when you're working on a project together. Tickets, of course, are sent in and kind of officially filed through Jira, but there's lots of conversation that needs to happen around tickets. So the notifications that are sent into this channel can be customized. We can see the comment here just piped in. So you can go into the channel notifications and change those settings by going to Jira Plus settings and setting the notifications that will be important to you, and also what frequency you want them delivered to you. Instead of sending them into the channel itself, I'm going to make a daily thread so that every update just gets piled into one thread so it doesn't kind of clutter up my channel. You can go ahead and save those settings, and it will update in Slack, and we can see my updates have happened here. So there's a lot to this integration and a lot more to explore, but I wanted to give just a quick overview of how some of those things connect to each other, and would love to talk more with your Slack team about more specific use cases that you can kind of prove out in Slack. Thank you.